What's going on, you guys? And welcome back to Jurassic World Evolution 3. Just got done recording my first episode at Dark Souls 1, running a Pyromancer. Had an absolute blast running it. Didn't get to do everything that I wanted to do in that first one, as I realized that slaying that first demon wasn't going to be effective with the amount of time that I had. So, with the first run of the 4-star prep, I got a lot of fossil work done, which you'll see here soon. Hopefully
Din
they don't.
manages these
Never mind.
sites
They
for
are.
clients,
They're going to talk.
and each client will have their own metrics for success. These key goals are how we calculate our park rating at each site we work on.
Okay.
And I am entrusting responsibility for these park ratings to you.
All right. Okay, so in the last episode, I had to focus on taking care of all of my. Let's go ahead and speed up time. I had to focus on a couple things. First and foremost, I had absolutely no money. I needed fossils. I needed to get some dinosaurs for this park, something a little bit smaller. But I didn't realize how much land I had. So, with that in mind, do I have a repair station out here? I do not. Hold on. No, I do. Maintenance team. Get over there. Is that the juvenile still misbehaving? I think that's the juvenile still misbehaving with the food. Okay, so let's go ahead and start this off with an expedition. We're somewhere I haven't been yet. That one has a missing, so I'm not even going to bother with it. If there's a missing dino on it, I'm not going to run it. Go ahead and run this one. I'm going to move over here. I'm going to look at my research. I'm going to look at the dig sites and see which ones I can run. I want to try and get as many of these unlocked as I can. Here we go for the large. Have them doing that one. And in the meantime, let me go over here to my hatchery and let's see what I can cook up. So this is the little feller. I don't have any of them yet. I could potentially run them with Edmontosaurus. Let me see, what do they like? Pasture, water, ground fiber. Okay, what do you like? Ground leaf. So no, we're not going to run them because the other one likes pasture, this one likes wetlands. I really need to start focusing on that. What do you like? Ground leaf and ground fiber. So I could potentially run these three together because the Lystro could be the middleman for them. And they are at 100% viability, which means I can increase certain things about them. What do you like? I'm not sure if I have any of these on board anywhere. The one thing that I do have planned for this series before it's all said and done is I'm going to get everything to 100%. I'm going to then go through each park and I'm going to add the dinos that I feel should be there. Like this one, it's a slightly smaller park, so I could fit all the small little guys, but at the same time, I don't want to fit too many of them. You know, you want to have some sort of mixture. So with that in mind, I could come up here and maybe add like some of the Carnos. Like have a little sectioned off area for the Carnos. And then down here, I mean, I could put in, what are they? Why is it not coming to mind? The lagoons. I knew what they looked like, but the word was failing me. I could put some lagoons in here potentially. I know I have a park that's already set up for the aquatics. Honestly, I could go to the island chain, Indonesia, instead of. Nah, it's too small. Honestly, this isn't too bad a space. I could definitely do a couple aquatics here. Yeah, I might do a couple aquatics like over here in the back, wherever I have room, and then just snake a path to it. But I do want to utilize this little bit here for an enclosure, which means I'll be dragging the road up in this way. All right, but where do I want to start first? Honestly, what I need to do is I need to increase this enclosure right here. How am I going to do this? So I could run it from, I don't know, from here. I'm just going to grab it from where it's at right now. That seems like a good spot. Bring it here. Nope, terrain too steep. Bring it there. Bring it out a little bit. Just a little bit. to make room for either some new dinos, or perhaps I could set this area up to add in the rides or something. That's a little too long. I want to bring it to probably about there, and then bring it on in. All right, we're gonna go over here, gonna add in a new one of these. I'm gonna add it in right there. And then go down to demolish. Destroy all of this, as we no longer need that, and we've now increased the size of their habitat. That's really gonna come in handy, because it really lets me play around with a couple things. Now they like ground nut, they like pasture, they like a couple things. Alright, so what I'm going to do for them is I'm going to increase their ground nut consumption. So environment, let's go ahead and find that ground nut. This one right here. Alright, so we're going to look over here, put a little bit of ground nut there, put a little ground nut over here. Is that it? Okay, and that should really help increase with the baby production. Speaking of, I think we need to go to enclosures, and I want to say it's a medium. It's partially hidden by guess. I need to find somewhere where it's hidden by guess. Ooh, completely hidden from guess right over here. So that's where I'm going to put it. Bam! If it'll let me. Terrain constraints. Now, I really need that space over here. So first off, what I need to do is pause the game, because I have a dead dinosaur in my dead dino in my hands now. And I'm going to remove a little bit of water over here. And then instead, I'm going to have that water move this way to give them more water space. Okay, and then I should be able to come back over here, go to there, grab that medium nest, and it should be able to fit in here now. Perfect. There we go. Now, where's this dead dino? Ew. Starved to death. It was a juvenile. What? Why did he starve to death? He had plenty of food. This one does too. What's going on here? Cohabitation discomfort? There is no cohabitation discomfort. And it looks like they have all of their requirements met. I don't get it. Huh. Did I call for this yet? I did. All right, let's go ahead and start that up. Get that baby out of there. That's so sad. Juvenile didn't make it. Everybody else is just fine, except for the juveniles. I don't understand what's wrong with them. Oh, that's not a juvenile. Hungry. What's wrong? I really need to get to the bottom of this. They've really been giving me some problems here. So I've got one juvenile population, which is perfect. 1 out of 1, 1 out of 1. All of their area environmental needs are more than sufficient. So why are they starving to death? Ground leaf. They've got it. They're literally standing in it. So I don't understand here. Yeah, just eat. Just eat. Alright, so I'm going to add some more cover this way. I think I have to diversify their food group over there. Let's go ahead and increase the cover, increase the lag, really fill it in here. Alright, and then what I'm going to do is remove a section of that, and then let's go find some ground leaf. Was it ground leaf or ground fiber? Ground leaf. Environment. I'm gonna put some ground leaf over here. And then, what do the parents eat? The parents like tall leaf. So ground leaf and some tall leaf. So go to environment, and I'm gonna add a little bit of tall leaf right here next to the ground leaf. Even some tall fruit. Like that. Really don't understand why you're starving, buddy. You need to go eat. All of your needs are perfect. You got 400 times the food. Everything's there for you. You just need to go eat it. Why aren't the babies eating? I don't understand this. Oh well. Go ahead and open up all our shelters. Get everybody out of the rain. And the maintenance tasks. Maintenance needs to get working on their tasks. Let me see. Is there somewhere I can put some power, maybe? Well, I don't really have enough cash flow for that. Let me go send for another expedition somewhere I haven't been yet. While I'm coming up with an idea here. Move down here. Take a look at our fossils. Oh, we got a bunch of them. Good Lord, Trike. There, then use him. Bit overkill, but we're going to use him. What's broken? Okay, get those repaired. Yeah, I'm not getting why the babies want to starve to death. It's so strange. So strange. Is that enough room for him to get in there and get to that back gate? No, he just drives through the water. Cool. Okay, now that that's done, go ahead and open up the shelters. And time to design... Well, let's go ahead and put somebody in here with them. Tall leaf. Ew. Let's go ahead and just add tall leaf if I can find
a
it.
dead animal? No, I'm still gonna keep my distance, thank you very much. I'll leave it to you to, take care of it. Good? Good.
Is that good enough for him? Missing tall leaf. Nah, I need to give him more tall leaf. Darn it. So I kind of messed up there. So this is tall leaf and ground leaf. Let me take a look now. Missing pasture. Environment. Which is open ground over here that's not converted into anything. We can turn this into pasture. Like so. And that should help. Need to get their, yeah, that's perfect. Everything is squared away. Where are the dead dinos? Ah, over here. Gallimimus begin to die. Which means it's time for me to work on some dinos. I have 1.3 mil. Empty bay. Alright, who can go with who? Let's see, Lystro. No, I wanted to check. Lystro. Ground leaf, ground fiber, there's none of that in there. Edmonto. He likes sauropods. He needs wetlands. That's a bad choice. That needs wetlands, another bad choice. What about orthominus? Wetlands, nope. Tacky? Ground leaf, okay, there we go. Ground leaf, like sauropods. Perfect. Wetlands, though. Ugh. Struthiomimus, how are you? Ground leaf, okay. Like sauropods. Ground leaf is the base of their food. So we're going to do some Struthiomimus. What's the percentage at? 100. So I'm going to go ahead and modify the genome just to get that lifespan increased so I don't have to worry about them so much. Humility. Alright, I'm just going to go with that. Hold on, let me take a look at their skin colors. Maybe modify them a little bit. So I like that color right there. With the purple. There we go. Go ahead and save that. Let's go ahead and cook up some Struthies to go in there with those other dinos. I think that was the problem we were having. Alright, so Struthy, they do want to have their own little enclosure, so let me see what I can do over here. I might be able to expand this over here, honestly. And I'm going to have to get all the Gallimimus, apparently. Where's this other dead dino? That's elderly. It's about to die. Montosaurus. Okay. I'm just going to have to keep an eye on that for now. And let's select eggs. So let's get one male. The one that has the highest of the genetic traits. That way he can pass it on to the females through their babies. Start that up. And I'm going to release them via airlift. Adult population is 3, so that's all they really require. And I'm bringing 5 to the table. Let's get them on in there. And see if that's sufficient for them. Start getting this park rating up to 4-star. I did say that last episode was prep for this one, so let's get underway. Next thing I'm going to put in here, maybe the core, maybe some of these. I don't know. Let me go see what the Parasaur's like. I just did give them an area increase, so I'll match something to them. So they're a ground nut specific creature, which means I'm going to have to find a ground nut creature for them to hang out with. So they like the Miazosaur. Let's see if I have them.
Species that firmly establishes the connection between dinosaurs and birds. Even its
I have
name
some.
literally means
Where are they?
ostrich mimic. The similarities are uncanny,
Why
right
are
down
they
to
up
this
here?
animal having a beak rather than teeth.
Ground nut and ground fiber. Yeah, why are they in separate enclosures? That doesn't make any sense, and there's like so few of these down here too.
Asset has been delivered.
That's strange. It's very strange. Pasture and ground nut. Okay.
Transportation underway.
And then ground fiber, pasture, and ground nut. Wow, they're a little lacking on something. Ground fiber. No, that's why I have them in different enclosures. Oh, that's unfortunate. Ground fiber, where you at? Hold up. This isn't even highly populated with stuff. Ah, good lord. Hold on, what is... I'm moving these parasaurs. I'm putting something else down here. So let's go ahead and engage the chopper. Add task. Knock out every single parasaur that you can. Hurry up and get that last one. They're getting moved up. Alright, so next thing we need to do is wait for all of them to get knocked out. And then I'm going to pause up the game. I'm going to get the enclosure up there sorted out. I'm going to put a couple smaller creatures down here. You know, it's nice and enclosed, so which means I'm going to need to move this. Probably back there.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Okay.
we are pleased to welcome a Mamenchisaurus to the park.
And then grab all of these. Pause out the game. As we have a task ahead of us. Is that all of them? That's all of them. All right, finalize and move them on in. I'm going to start by putting them over here so that they take over priority on this nest. On this nest. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's begin to take out everything. Take it all out. I'm going to redo their entire ecosystem here. Okay, so they like ground fiber and ground nut. So, since they like ground fiber and ground nut, and what do the parasaurs like? Parasaurs like ground nut. Yeah, ground nut. So I'm going to put the ground nut towards the middle, and then ground fiber on the left, over by where I want these guys to be. So ground fiber up over here by their nest. Save a little bit of room for, I think they want pasture. Okay, so they want ground nut now, so let's find that one. Ground nut and tall nut. Is there anywhere there's just ground nut? Nope. Nope. What are you missing now? The ground? What do you mean? I could have sworn I just put ground nut, didn't I? Oh, no, I didn't. I put tall fruit and tall leaf. Tall nut and ground nut. Just put that right there in the middle. They would like some pasture. All right, so let's go ahead and find the pasture. Go ahead and give them a little bit of pasture area there. Come up here by their nest and give them a little pasture area there. Okay, and then take a look at their environment, see what we're missing now. A little bit of ground fiber, which I'm going to add down here, I believe. So let's go ahead and find the ground fiber again, which is right there. Pop that area there. And since they have the pasture up above, that's perfect. Alrighty. So, unpause, get these animals escorted on over, and see how we are doing. And while that's happening, I'm going to go ahead and get myself another cup of coffee going. Kind of fried myself there a little bit on some Dark Souls, just trying out the Pyromancer for the first time. It was definitely an experience. One that I can't wait to do some more. So tomorrow, for me anyway, I'm going to be grinding hardcore on some Dark Souls. Getting my Pyromancer a good start, getting him overpowered early, and yeah, giving me every opportunity to beat these bosses as quickly and efficiently as I can without too many episodes. I'm trying my best not to die. Now, I'm probably going to die. Missing pasture of their own, so let me go ahead and give them some over here, since they like pasture. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of cover along this back flank there. Unoccupied, but the Miasmosaur likes it. However, it's perfect for the Parasaur, so I hope they run over there and, take a piece of it. Let me see if I can... Hidden from guest partially. Let me see if adding some trees might be able to hide it from... Perfect. Alright, so a little bit of tree cover. Nice. There we go. I got that going, so now the Parasaurs can repopulate themselves. The Miasmosaurs... Honestly, I'm surprised the Galleys aren't going at it. Alright, so that takes care of these two enclosures. Let me take a look, see how everything's running over here. It looks like the Struthiers are missing something. Or was that just the infant again? It was just the infant again. No, it's these guys. Why'd I add them over here? I thought I just added Struthies over here. Alright, so ground fiber and some water. Let's go ahead and add just a little enclosure space. And I'll add some ground fiber and some water into it for the little ones. And let me get the next enclosure squared away as well. Honestly, I could probably push this a little further out, like so. Just follow that right there. Hold on. Nearly done. I am going to cycle on over to the other part of the build here in a moment and see if I can't expand the other area. There, I'll leave that for now. Can I expand back here at all? Give them a little more space. Oh, of course I can. Alright, so I think I'm going to put the ground fiber and everything back here for those little ones. Go ahead and unpause, go to demolish, break that, come over to the trees. Alright, so ground fiber. Right back here. And then water. A little more water. No, maybe I can add the water back over this way. A little spot for them, perhaps. Missing ground fiber. How about you go look at the new area I just gave you? Environment. Let's see if I can remove some of this back here for them. Make them migrate on over. Nice, so they're happy. I need to make sure everybody's happy. Okay, that one's happy. And then Gallum or Struthiomimus, are you happy? Everybody's perfectly content. Awesome. Alrighty, so that should take care of all of their needs for a little while. Do I have any nests? I have one unoccupied large nest. Let me go ahead and add in 2 more nests really quickly, just for the Struthiomimus and the other ones to be able to procreate, create their own babies. So I think I'm going to need a small one. Come on. Okay, maybe one more? Yeah, one more. And then I believe the Struthiomimus want a medium. What's this? Really? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to demolish these ones, since they're not doing anything with them. And instead, I'm going to put the medium ones over here for the Struthiomimus. And then one more for the Struthiomimus to be happy. So I need 3 of these for the Struthiomimus? Oh my lord, I do. There. 3 nests for the Struthiomimus. Make sure everybody's content. They're good. Struthiomimus is good. And these little guys need more water. Okay, so I'm going to add more water right over here. I'm not sure how I lost water, but there we go. More water. And just in case they want some more ground leaf, or was it fiber? Ground fiber. Okay, so they want more fiber. Which, have at it. Okay, they're content. Big boys, are you content? You are content. Struthiomimus, are you content? Where's those Struthies at? Struthiomimus. Struthiomimus is content. Okay, so everybody's done over here. I don't need to add any more nests. Occupied by the Struthi. Very nice. Got some babies going. Gallimimus. Who's occupying these nests? Gallimimus are. Okay, so I'll have some new ones coming in there. Just have to cycle out. You know what? Honestly, that's why I think I need this. Where was it? Capture team. Add tasks. So add to there? Or no, I think that just knocks them out. So let's go ahead and deactivate that. Okay, so we're up to 3.4 stars. Now I can focus on these other enclosures, like this one here, which I can completely wipe and start with something else.
We are pleased to welcome a student.
There we go. Alright, so what do I want to add over here? Let's see, what do I have? I mean, I do want to add some meat eaters down there, and that would be the perfect location. However, the secondary gate right here. I mean, I guess that's really the only place I can add it, right? It's a secondary point for them to escape. I don't like that. I wonder if I can do this instead. Start from like up here. Bring it around this way. Honestly, I wonder if I can get a viewing station from above. Like, not right here, obviously. But maybe over here. Like, I can bring it, like, over... I don't know. No. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to do my original idea. Bring that there. Bring this across to there. And then I'm going to delete those. And give that more room. Then let's go ahead and slap on a gate. Let's go ahead and put the gate over here. There we go. Gate right there. And it shouldn't be able to get out. You see, just in case.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Struthiomimus to the park.
And honestly, yeah, that should cover it right there. Alright, I don't think it'll get out now if I put any meat eaters in here. So, moving on. Let's clean up this dead dino. Okay. And then let's take a look at what we have available. So I was thinking about adding in some sort of carno down there in that bottom section, starting off that enclosure section. I just don't know what I want to add in here. I could potentially put the Pyroraptor. What's got a good appeal? That's what I need to be looking at here. What's got good appeal? Appeal is everything for those stars. So I could put an Apatosaurus potentially. Or a Patasaurus. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a Patasaurus. And then I'm going to add in some sort of carno somewhere. No, I'm not. We're going to start with the Apatosaurus. And down here should be a significant amount of space for it. Now, I wasn't taking a look at its requirements, so I'm going to do that now. The Apatosaurus wants pasture and tall leaf. It needs 2 adults, 1 male, 1 female. I'm not sure how that's going to work with this incubation. We'll find out here soon. But it said tall leaf. I think it said tall leaf. Tall leaf, yes, that's right. Okay, let me see what kind of eggs I have. Ooh, there's the male and the female. Perfect. Begin incubation. Start her on up. And I need to take a look at who is currently upset with me. Sorry, bud. Go ahead and take a rest. Appreciate you. After that, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at my fossils once more. Oh, wow, lots of things to sell. Begin that task with him. And then find my emergency shelters once more. Here in a second, the storm will be over. Begin pumping up this star rating. Come on. Come on, Storm. There we go. Storm's over. Close the shelter. Take a look at the Apatosaurus. I need to add in that ground leaf. So let's start with the ground leaf. Or tall leaf. Sorry, tall leaf, not ground leaf. Tall leaf and ground leaf. So I might be able to find something. Yeah, with the leaf there. Put some leaf over here. Put some leaf right here in the middle. And then it wants some pasture, so I'll add the pasture right here in front of that. Bring the pasture up like this, and there we go. Then let me go ahead and find enclosure. It's going to want a large breeding center, so I'm going to put this like over here. Just in case they want it to be out of sight, out of mind, just like a couple other dinos. Go ahead and release these guys into their brand new enclosure and see how we fare. I hope I did good. Now let's see what the Apatosaurus likes. Who do you like? Likes brackies, so I might be able to put some brackies here. Ankylodocus, maybe not. Orthomymus, it likes theropods. Ceratosaurus, I mean, stegosaurids. Alright, so it likes majority of the dinos. It doesn't like other sauropods, though. It does like the brachy. But the brachy is a bit too large for my liking. So this one did want to have tall leaf. So I'll just look for something that might want to have some ground leaf. That likes the Apatosaurus. So this is a ground leaf creature right here that I don't have in the park, although its appeal is only a 39. Let me try and find something in the 50 range that I don't already have included. Now these guys are absolute beasts. I have some of the larger creatures over on a different park, so if you want to see them, go ahead and check that park out, and I can help you out with getting a decent little setup. Please just want ground leaf. Ground leaf, ground leaf. Ah, fiber. Darn it. That would have been perfect. Ground leaf? Ground leaf. Sauropods. Nice. You're going to go join over there. Alright, he'll go join the Apatosaurus. Select eggs. Hold on, who's got the better traits? Quench, long live. Yeah, you're going to be the male. Get you to populate. Begin incubation. With you, get that going. We're at a 3.6 star rating. We're getting pretty close to that 4.
This giant herd.
We're also getting close to being out of time. So we're going to find out what happens first. I either succeed, or it's going to be another video.
Even prehistoric predators would be intimidated by this animal.
Oh, that's right. It needs cover. I nearly forgot. Let's go ahead and give it some trees.
This can be a gentle dinosaur when treated well.
Add some trees there. Add a little bit of trees maybe over here. Some trees along the water, perhaps. All right, let me see. Environmental needs seem to be completed. Perfect. And how's the nest looking? Perfect. Unoccupied, however. Let's go ahead and release these guys into the enclosure with them.
Acknowledging asset collection request.
And then I'm going to need a medium dino nest for these guys. I think it's a medium.
Transporting asset.
Pretty sure it's a medium. I'll find out here shortly, as soon as the dino gets into the enclosure.
Has commenced.
Was it the medium? Hidden from guests partially. Alright, so this one also wants to be hidden from the guests.
Transportation complete.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a sticky marlow.
Commencing asset transit.
Hidden from guests partially.
Delivery complete.
Come on. Get in there right, please.
Confirming asset
No, I'm just going to delete these real fast. I need to get the Stiglies in there first. Enclosure, medium nest, because I can shove that one back here. Even turn it like that.
That's a good-looking
And then-
nest. Let's hope the dinosaurs like it as much as me.
Away from another nest, really? Lord. Oh, that's right. The Apatosaurus doesn't need to have any specialty hidden nonsense. So I'm going to go ahead and drop it off right here. Haddosaurus should go ahead and enjoy that. We're up to 3.8. I need one more dino to go in here. And so I'm down here in this region. See if there's anybody else. Carno Bay or Dino Base. Gonna want some ground leaf and fiber. Ground leaf and fiber. Please just want ground leaf. Ground fruit. Ew. Ground fiber. Where's some ground leaf at? It's ground fiber. I need the ground leaf. Where's ground leaf? They're all ground fiber. I don't get this. What about you? Do you like ground leaf? You like ground leaf, and then I can give you some sort of meat. Okay, do you like the big sauropods? Oh, you do! Hold on, I think I found us a new contender. Yeah. I think the Oviraptor might do perfectly. However, I am going to have to add in a little bit of meat, which not a problem. And give me some meat. There we go. And there, that should take care of that. However, for their nest, I'm not entirely sure what they're going to need. Really, you can't repair it because of the nest in the way? Alright, well, let's just move the nest a little bit then. There. Now, hopefully you can get back there and take care of that. Okay, and then back over here. Come on, please give me the rating that I need. Oviraptor. Oh, they're all ones. I don't have the genome on them. Oh, crap. What's going on here? My sticks are freezing. What's going on here? Okay, select eggs. That's strange. Having some problems here. Why is it not letting me do anything with this? Okay, let me get them going, and then they go to the Oviraptors. All time publicity rating, whatever. Alright, now I need to rest on my people. And then on top of that, I'm going to need to send out an expedition to go find the Oviraptor, which I can't do until this is over. Okay, I'm on 3 times. Alright, so I have a few moments here, you guys. I'm going to go ahead real quickly. We can go into the outside. Try and wait this out. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Just in time too. Perfect. Things are about to get ready. So I need to go and do the Oviraptor? Oviraptor. I need to find the Oviraptor. I have view expedition. Let's find this Oviraptor. How much time do I have left? 15 minutes. Oviraptor. 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 Ooh, T-Rex. That's going to get researched probably here shortly. Not going to lie. Oviraptor, Oviraptor. I can't remember where the Oviraptor was. Para, Col, Arca. Nope. Not over here. Let's check South America. Tropes and the tapes. Oh, that's done. That's right. Duh. Oviraptor. Oviraptor. Where? Oh, where is the Oviraptor? There's the Pyroraptor. It's not the raptor I'm looking for. Couple unknowns. Alright, it's got to be over here. It's the only other place. Well, of course, it's got to be over here. So I just seen it there. I want to see if there's any other places I could find it. Like this place specifically. I want to find just its DNA fossil. So let's clean up the rest of this. Get that prepped up. Preparation for the fossil to come back. And then I'll have everything that I need. But until then, I'm going to go ahead and hold off on releasing them, as they do need a male in their population. Yeah. They're going to need at least one. Well, expedition's been completed. The fossils as well. Here any second now. Come on. There we go. Alright, go to fossils. I didn't realize I would need the Oviraptor this bad. So there we go. That should get it up to the 75% rating that I am required to have in order to create male dinosaurs in my park. And then I'll just create another small batch of Oviraptors. I'll get the one male. Hopefully it's got some good stats to it. If not, back to the drawing board. But hopefully this will get me my 2-star rating. Or that next rating. However, now that I kind of upgraded... Well, I couldn't because of this right here. However, I can do 2 different ones over here. Sorry, I'm thinking about adding in rides. Like the balloon ride and all that other good stuff will increase park rating. I don't know why I haven't added the balloon in yet, honestly. Yeah, the fossils should have been completed. Let me go ahead and add some more, just so that the fossils can clear out. Since I do have them in here, it's just in my best interest, you know? Alright, so back over here, find the Oviraptor wherever it's been moved to now. Above 75%. Let's go ahead and modify it. Traits. Lifespan. Get it. And cook. There we go. Now I'll get a male from this, hopefully. If not, yeah, just throw away some eggs. Get another one. I see the Potosaurus finally grabbed their nest. Hopefully the Oviraptors don't need a nest to be away from everybody. Alright, let me take a look. Select eggs. Where is that male going to be sitting at? So fit and long-lived and strong. Strong and long-lived. Oh, I didn't modify the skin. Fit and long-lived. Go with long-lived and strong. There we go. And then we'll deselect... You know, I'll deselect the females that only have one trait. There we go. No, deselect the strong one so she's not fighting the male. Long live, long live. Let me go through the other ones. I don't need... Crap!
There was a time that I put career progression above all else, you know. You have a bright future ahead of you, but don't forget why you're doing it.
Crap. Alright, let me see what their traits are real
got its
quick.
name from the hypothesis that it survived by stealing and eating eggs from
What are
other
their
dinosaurs.
traits?
It's not a feeding habit
So that
will win
one
you many
is
friends,
strong, so I'm going
but
to get rid of
it
that
is another
one.
amazing example of how
Stamina.
species rely on one another in surprising
Quench
ways.
and strong. No, I'm just going to sell all of them. I'll just get rid of all of them, start over with a new batch. And rewild them. There we go. And then what do they need? How many eggs are here? I got 3 eggs. I need a total of 4? And I think I only need a total of 3. Right? Desired population is 4. No, I need 4. Okay. Edit population. Go back down here and find those ones. Begin task. And I'll just make a new batch. Yeah, let's make a new batch. But did get me up to the 4.1. So that's really good news. That means once I add them to this enclosure, we're at 4 stars, you guys. We are at 4 stars. Let me speed up time, make things a little bit faster, a little bit easier on myself as I'm starting to run out of time. A 3. That's the male. I'm just going to spawn all 5 of these. Discard all those eggs. 5 on this side, that's perfect. Plus the male has a 3 stat, which I can possibly transfer over to the females. I don't care if some of them are going to be a little problematic for that male. He's the only male in the park, so they're all going to want to have a piece of him. No, theoretically. So we got ground leaf and we got some meat, which will be more than enough. That feeder will give them everything they need. And to make sure everybody's happy with them, and they are. Perfect.
Asset to be collected.
Let's go ahead and spread these bad boys around. See how big they are, and then
Ladies and gentlemen, we
decide on the nest. Honestly, I think I need a small. Go to the enclosures. Yeah, I think I need a small for these. No, maybe a medium after all. We'll see. Here they come.
Asset transportation in progress.
Where are these little guys at? Oh, that's definitely a small. Okay, so let's go ahead, get them a little nest right over here. Bam. Little nest. All right, what are your comfort needs? You need your population. And then once their area expands, they'll see the meat.
we are pleased to welcome an Oviraptor to the park.
Don't you worry. Here in a second, we're going to get those problems sorted. All right, so that's their adult population requirement about to come flying in right there. They got their adult female requirement done. There comes the male, I hope.
Confirming asset delivery.
Nope. They still need that male to come in. I think he'll probably be the last one. But no, that was the male.
Transportation
Alrighty.
complete.
And there's the last one to complete their little ensemble. Everybody's thriving. Everybody's content and happy. And we are at 4 stars. Would you look at that? Good times, you guys. Another park up to the 4-star value. And that 0.1 to get me started on that next little 5-star.
Allosaurus
Now, this isn't the end. Every single one of these parks has their own problems to sort. This one wants me to reach total dinosaur species and all the appeals. So the appeals is coming up. I have one more contract to finish. And then in the total dinos, I might add in some aquatics. Or I did say I wanted to add in the T-Rex to this park. So I'm going to add the T-Rex to Hawaii. Maybe a couple other things, and we'll be done with that challenge. And the 5 stars. The T-Rex is a very high appeal dino. We'll probably get about 0.5 just from that one alone. Other than that, you guys, that's all I have time for. Which thankfully we had enough time to get this done. I really love this enclosure. It's really, really beautiful. But that's all I have time for, you guys. If you like this one, please smash the thumbs up button for me. Comment and let me know in a comment what you think, what you'd like to see added to which parks. Because I'm still trying to figure out what I want to put on each park, and having your guys' ideas and your insight will help determine what I do. Inclusiveness. It's great. All right, you guys, that's all I have time for. If you enjoyed it, hit those buttons, especially if you're new. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. You guys take care, you stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Later, guys.